The most depressing possibility is that growth, investment, and productivity stay at a permanently low rate. If we're going to get this country back on track economically, we need to get our heads out of the sand, modernize our infrastructure, and re-energize our educational system. Much more emphasis needs to be placed on incentives for people and businesses to invest, to produce, and to work. It's not government's job to create wealth, jobs, or opportunity, but rather to support a climate that ensures them. We have all seen this past year, free enterprise has its warts and is prone to excesses. But remember this, free enterprise is responsible for lifting more people out of poverty than any other system in the history of the world. The current economic crisis should not make us lose faith in our system, nor should we substitute the looters on Wall Street for the looters in Washington.
Hey, the bankster!
Educate, don't indoctrinate.
Gas him!
I like this guy. Over 150 years ago,
No rhetoric.
Alex de Tocqueville said, "The American public will endure until the day Congress discovers it can bribe people with their own money." They figured that out pretty well. We need better government, not more government. The wisdom and vision of this country has always been our support of and belief in upward mobility, not through entitlements, but rather our capacity to innovate, to produce, and to be self-reliant. Government should enforce our laws, and reform may be important, but government cannot be the arbiter of social equality. It is the availability and belief and opportunity that has powered the engine of this country's success. It is personal discipline, hard work, self-sacrifice that have made us great. The fake moral struggle being played out in the press over free enterprise and redistribution is a distraction. We know what works in this country. Our vision is one of equal opportunity and equal access, not more government. We can be the opportunity society again. It won't be painless, but our children will thank us for it. Let's not be the last generation to know the full promise of our country and of this state. Let's be the generation that reclaims and rebuilds. There's one thing I'd like to read to you. If you indulge me just a moment, you can't strengthen the weak by weakening the strong. You can't help small men by tearing down big men. You cannot help the poor by destroying the rich. You cannot lift the wage earner by pulling down the wage payer. You cannot lift out of trouble by spending more than your income. You cannot further the brotherhood of man by inciting class hatred. You cannot establish security with borrowed money. You cannot build character and courage by taking away a man's initiative and independence. You cannot help men permanently by doing for them what they should do for themselves. I've had a great life out here in upstate New York. I've spent some of the best years of my life in Otsego County. I lived here 10 years. I'm running for Congress because I don't need a job. I've got the time, the interest. I study the issues. I feel like you do. I'm frustrated, angry, and I want to get involved. I need your help to do it, and it's for the right reasons. This is not a career for me. It's an opportunity to leave a legacy for my 2 kids, and it's just that simple. So thanks for your time today, and I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce our New York State Senator for the 51st District, James L. Seward.
Thank you, Tim, and hello, Tea Partiers.
You know, hard-working, fed-up taxpayers like yourselves have been attending in great numbers, just like today, events like this all over our area, all over New York, all over this country, because it's time to speak out against runaway spending, growing tax burden, and crushing debt load in Washington and in Albany. And I am here to stand with you. Just think about it. Others